council amalgamations. One of the things that did surprise many when you announced, or at least started to offer that as a concept for us to digest, that we should have larger super councils, for the want of a better term, is that was always going to tick some people off. Has it ticked more people off than you were expecting? And are forced amalgamations going to go ahead?
Well, I mean, I think before we're done, there'll be more people upset because it's not an easy issue. I mean, having less councils, which is really what we're talking about. Forget about the size. We've got 152 councils across the state, which is double Queensland and Victoria. So we have too many councils for a state jurisdiction. So we need less. The financial sustainability of them, we know the problems. $365 million a year we are losing, so that's not sustainable. So we need to make them sustainable, we need to make them stronger, and we need to give them greater capacity to act strategically and engage across a whole number of levels of government. So having less councils, which means, if you think about it, the staff who've got capability, they'll have more responsibility. It's something that makes sense. You can't have a place like Parramatta Road have 10 councils up and down it. I mean, it's just too many. So,
and yet regionally, there are some very large councils geographically outside of the CBD.
Yep.
And some of those councils are on that list for amalgamation. Geography is an enemy in that kind of environment.
No, and there are some difficulties regionally that are very unique, and we have to consider those as part of this. Absolutely we do. I mean, some communities a long way, very small. You know, how do you deliver local government in that environment? So we have to consider that. But in simple terms, it's what we're trying to do as part of this is to say, okay, is there a capacity to help the ratepayers long term in this? Because if you go through the proposals, over a third of councils think that they can be sustainable in the long term by very significant rate increases. We think, well, if you can take away the need for those rate increases, so we become the ratepayers' friends, you can deliver savings. And those savings, what they go towards is either additional services, so additional childcare services, additional swimming pool. What is it the local community wants?
Can you assure people that are hearing that their council might be amalgamated to one next door that we'll see downward pressure on rates, or will this just be another amalgamation and the rates will go up because of the debt that's already been incurred?
No, so you've got an opportunity for council to determine. So if savings come in, what would you rather do? Would you want to see rates go downward or put downward pressure on the rates with those savings? Or would you rather have additional services? And they're the discussions that are up to local councils to decide, not for us to decide. And really, that's kind of an exciting time for communities.